5 weeks come and gone, and we're off in week 6 on EA Sports. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Prescott opening with a pass. Going deep right away. Well, they took their shot immediately. Would have been cool if they connected, but no luck. 2nd down.
The defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Throwing again is Dak. He's looking deep once again. Oh, he nearly starts the game off with a pin. Just couldn't hang on to it. Good defensive play, though, regardless. It's going to bring up 3rd down.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
With that bullshit.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. They send Woods out right. Prescott now on 3rd down. That's caught for the 1st.
Oh.
And he'll be out of bounds right along the 40. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's good for a Cowboys 1st down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
Second and 6 coming up here. Play action, Prescott. So this one on the defense. He winds up out of bounds, but things not settled yet, and we've got a flag down. Just a momentary loss of focus, a break in discipline, and not a good moment individually as he gets hit with that personal foul. They send a receiver in motion right. Dak off the play fake.
Oh, and Dak.
This
Oh,
one
man.
by C.D. Lamb.
Oh, way
He'll
too
get it
late.
down to the 24-yard line. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Off the play fake, hits
Wide
Prescott.
open.
Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back into rhythm.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
3rd down. What's going on?
Ooh, the hard count worked. Somebody jumped. I think this is going to give them the first. Well, it's not a long walk to the new spot, but it is a disappointing one to make. Instead of third down, they're now defending 1st and 10. Oh, an exceptionally painful penalty as it sets up 1st and 10 now inside the red zone.
Wait, bro.
Running it after the penalty.
Let's see what he's
Breaks the
doing.
tackle, green grass ahead. And he's stopped down at the 16 after a small
Yeah.
gain. Give him a few yards
Al.
on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
I think
Yeah, he
one
wasn't.
thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Woods comes in motion left. From the 16. Chased out to his right.
Back, you
And the
fucking
coverage
back.
just too good there.
Wide
Didn't
open.
find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something when no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Dak now from the gun. And he takes it into the end zone for a down touchdown. The Cowboys finish up an excellent opening series. What an outstanding opening series, partner. They just wore down that defense as they marched their way to the end zone.
Yeah, it took a whole bunch of that opening script to find a touchdown, but it showed just how well designed that script was. It was the right sequence of plays to keep that ball moving and find the end zone, getting your offense established in its top gear right here early on.
That one splits the uprights. And the Cowboys will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Evans now to return. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Daniel's going to throw to get us started. Has him on the quick hitter. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down. Handoff on 2nd and short. And he's brought down after a nice run and some extra effort. Give him 8 yards on the play. And that'll be good for a Washington 1st. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Daniels on 1st down. Buys time, rolling right. Now here he goes. It's on the turf, the ball's out, he lost it. And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play.
You know, this
All plays are reviewed.
happen on 1st down. It really can. I mean, ball security's at a premium.
While a new offense preps to head out, we've got a stoppage. They want to make sure this is a turnover.
Fuck where you at, Carson? Come on, man.
Take that fumble away. The officials overturn the call and say he was down.
Yep.
Running for the marker on 2nd. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
That's 15, right?
Pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the sticks.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
On first down, here's Daniels. Gets everything he has under this throw. And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Out of the gun, Daniels. And there's a man there. It's intercepted.
That don't
And the Cowboys are going to have it after his second interception of the season. Already in an early hole on the scoreboard. That is not what they needed in response, Brock. Giving away possession with the pick.
You know, we got a lot of game left, obviously. Nowhere close to them putting it away. But you can see things starting to unravel a little bit, even after just 2 possessions. A touchdown here could really continue that momentum towards an early runaway.
They'll run here on first down. Nice cut back to the right sideline. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the second level and beyond.
Going to the ground again on first. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. Working quickly here. They give it to him again. And he's brought down for a loss. Offense in the hurry up here.
Third down. The fuck was first, second down. Jesus, man.
One quarter down for these two NFC East teams. Neither side separating much so far. Second quarter all set to begin.
Oh,
It'll be
CD.
Cowboys football. They've got 3rd and 2 to start out. Long back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love 3rd down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because it's money down and they want the ball, but a 3rd down run for a first down can be so demoralizing to that defense.
First down, here's Dak.
Dak, you fucking bum. How you wanted to throw that? Well, let me get one.
Second interception of the season.
Yes,
well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks him up, gets it right back for them.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You picked our guy off, fine. We'll answer right away. See how you follow that up.
And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
Who hurt?
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Second down now, 7 to go.
You press him. You're not scared.
They send a man in motion. Back-to-back carries here. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
See, Andy.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the first down. Just get to a manageable third down, but instead they move the chains, and that is one disheartening look on that defense.
All right, set now, 1st and 10.
Yeah, press.
Back to the well again. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
Daniels from the pistol. Throw complete to Sinnott. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Here's Daniels. That's incomplete, trying to set up the screen there. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. From the gun, it's Daniels. He has the first one.
A
lot of mess on the move here.
fucking tight end.
The Commanders parlay the interception into points. That one right down the middle. And the Commanders tie this game 7-7. The Commanders kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. Returning it from the 4. This return makes it up to the 25.
Like I said, man, I just told him under the rain and everything. And I'm hoping that the team, at least I hope that the Jets will get there to where he's there for preseason. You know what I'm saying? But even if he don't make it with the Jets throughout that camp, he can get behind me with the Raiders.
And a small 4-yard chunk there. Emmanuel Forbes in on the tackle.
But if he do what he gotta do in
This
camp,
is an
and he
offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get games like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
Yeah, but you just gotta learn to rock out. This
Second and
is
6 coming up
why you
here.
gotta learn to rock out. Say somebody tried to give her a logical explanation on how it works. And then he ends up signing a contract with the team.
From the gun is
Then
Prescott.
turn to
He throws a
he
bullet
was
down
praying
the
on
left
my son
sideline.
down.
It connects on the deep
The
shot.
team,
And he'll go out of bounds after a pickup inside the opposing 40.
that's what it
Wow,
turned
they get a
into.
big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs. Down inside the 40 now, with a first down following that last play.
Everyone rooting for him. Like, that group of kids, we're rooting for all those kids.
Motion man left is Lamb.
Dog, he was the least to
First and
get the
10,
recognition.
Prescott.
But he kept
Flushed out of
working.
the pocket.
He went to prep school. Then he
Throwing the
went to
out route
blockers.
complete.
Then he went to
He
rockers.
crosses out of
Like, he
bounds, and now we're
showed
going to learn who the penalty flag
kids,
is on.
like, it's different
Fighting all
ways
he
to
could
get
to
to where
keep his
you want
quarterback
to be.
upright, but
It ain't only
crossed
just
the
about
line
you.
there.
You
That is the
gotta
holding
be big
penalty.
time D1. let's be real. If he was at any other school during that time, he would have been the man. The basketball court and the
Double the
football
distance
field
to go
and
after
track
that
field.
holding
He was
call.
the
It's
man
now first
on the
and
track
20.
field, that coach field. But he had so many
Woods comes in
athletes at
motion
that
left.
time, and that was at that time better than
Prescott here from the gun.
ethic and everything he put in got him to where he's at.
Catch is made down the right sideline. And he takes it into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys take a second quarter lead. It's a Tez Walker touchdown. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period.
Yeah.
End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Cowboys break that tie and now lead by 7. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Here's Carter on the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Hand off to the back. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. The big play nets him 17 yards. And the Commanders will have a first. Big shot to begin the drive has him up beyond the 40.
That's good.
1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels.
Hey!
That's complete to Musgrave.
Let me put my fucking
And he goes
hands
out.
up.
Just needed one more step there to reach midfield.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
We've hit the 2-minute warning now from the nation's capital. The Commanders are on the move here.
All right, Will.
2nd and 3 now.
Stop, man. Get off the control.
Play fake here. Daniels. It is cut left side. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. 12 yards on that play and a good call nets up the first.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Hey.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. Escapes the pocket. Oh, he lost the football. But it looks like someone from the Commanders got to that one. They'll keep the football. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that'll be good for a Washington first. Now give left side. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down.
Good one, Reed.
Now Daniels to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Third and long for Daniels. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The clock reads 24 seconds now as the final drive of this half begins. Man in motion here. Here's Prescott, 1st and 10.
CD.
Lamb's got it on the sideline. And he crosses midfield before going out. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Throwing on first is Prescott. And he has it along the sideline, but he got a little too close to that edge. They're going to say he's out of bounds. We've got 2nd down.
The best of the best, they just have this intuition, Kate. They know where the boundary is without looking. This receiver's not quite at that level yet. He lost track of where he was, and he brought it in. Out of bounds.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Throwing again is Dak. On the move, headed right.
Surfing should be him.
He just got rid of that one. It brings up 3rd down.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Oh, nigga.
Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Dak throwing again.
Pass interference. God damn.
So we're down to 4 seconds, and we'd assume our final snap. Looking for his wide receiver there. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it. One last play before the break. They've got a man in motion.
Burn that nigga, C, dude.
He's going to push one deep down. Big gain downfield. And somehow they reach the end zone with no time remaining in the half. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. And the kick is good, so they add 7 to their lead on the final play of our first half. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the third quarter. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Evans now to return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. This is ahead for about 5. Made by Trayvon Diggs. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Another carry for him. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Now they'll throw out of the gun. They'll just throw it away, but here comes the flag. There was nobody in the neighborhood of that one. Well, I've always wanted to ask this, and this feels like the perfect moment, Brock. Is there ever a time where a quarterback feels intentional grounding is actually worth it?
No. I don't think so. Not for your team, not for your play caller, not for your coach, not for the game situation. There really isn't a time. You've got to find an outlet, somewhere to throw that ball away safely.
Ooh.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
I can't
Offs one deep, center of the field. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete. The Commanders ready for the punt. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. And he can't be the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. It'll go down as a 37-yard punt. And the Cowboys will get set to go on offense. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Slot man motioned over. Look at this, the wideout gets it to start this drive. We'll have him gain about a handful there. Emmanuel Forbes in on the tackle. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Well, I know this. This staff loves the athleticism and versatility he brings to the offense. That's not only as a receiver, but as someone who can take occasional carries and turn them into good yards.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. A tight end in motion now. They'll run now on second down. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. 2 yards on the pickup, and that leaves him with third down and 3.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside.
Yeah, run a touchdown.
And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Offense up to the line fast. They put a receiver in motion right. Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. Taking a deep shot.
I'm that ladder.
He's got it deep downfield. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. They'll try and punch it in. Is in. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys push their lead further to start the half. Well, this machine has been firing on all cylinders this game, partner. And it continues firing as that lead grows yet again.
And those who've tried to get in the way of that machine you're talking about, namely the defense, well, they've paid the price over and over and over again.
That one splits the uprights.
And
the Cowboys push their lead to 18. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Here's Carter on the return. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. To throw, Daniels.
Bitch, pick that off.
As he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's like a good peanut butter and jelly sandwich. It takes both to make it work. And defensively, you've got to have that pressure up front. That's peanut butter. And then you like to have some jelly. And that was almost a huge play with an interception.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
Listen.
Running this one left. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it stopped. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
Daniels on 1st down. Caught quickly on the slant. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Washington Commanders 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he works this to the 38 before going down. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Commanders will have a 1st.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on, because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
On 1st down, here's Daniels. On target to Musgrave. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Now Daniels off the play action. He's got it near the 8. And that's a Washington touchdown. All right,
So,
the offense
yes,
does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
That one right down the middle. And the Commanders make it an 11-point ball game. The Commanders' kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away.
straight up the gut,
Return starts at the 3. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Go CD.
They motion a receiver left. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
Oh, yo.
A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the 3rd quarter. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a 2-score game to begin the 4th. Second and 6 coming up here. They motion the slot man right. Lone back gets the handoff. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. It's a pickup of 3. They're going to need 3 more now on 3rd down.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
And for the Commanders, a 5th defensive back out there. They're going nickel on 3rd down. And the defense was ready. They got him at the line. Working quickly here. They're going for it. Here's Prescott. That's incomplete on 4th down.
What is he doing, my nigga?
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
Hits him on the out route.
This nigga
From
done
a
turned
great
into
throw to a
Julio
nice
Jones.
route catch to moving the chains,
Whatever
there
that
wasn't
was.
a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Okay.
All right, all set up now. 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. From the gun, it's Daniels.
Hey.
That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
Hey, like, come on, man.
Hand up on that to break it up. So they're left facing third and long.
I think we're starting to get a feel, aren't we, of why they like him so much in coverage. He reacts well to throws, is super adept at breaking up passes through contact, or like that one before they could ever reach the target.
Daniels throwing on third.
It's
a Washington touchdown. The Commanders now within one score in the fourth. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would. It's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Return coming from the 6. He's stopped on the return at the 27.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Drive starts out with a first and 10.
CD. I get.
First down, here's Dak. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Receiver in motion going left. Again on second and 10, Prescott. They did it! He made the interception!
I just fucking...
They've got first down from the 31.
God, man.
Out of the gun, Daniels.
I ain't batting the ball down. They're interceptions.
Ball skills are not just a selling point for receivers entering the draft. Teams want defenders, especially in this day and age of the passing game, who can make plays on the ball too, especially on these deep throws.
Man. I ain't trying to
we could be looking at a huge game.
I ain't trying to none of it. Not, and this should be a touchdown. Same thing just happened.
Second down and 10. Daniels dumps it off to his running back. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. 12 yards on that play and a good call, and that's at the first.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Working inside the red zone. Getting out to his left. And he's short of the first after a mile gain. Offense in the hurry up here.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. And he will score. It's a Washington touchdown. The Commanders take a fourth quarter lead. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate. You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
The Commanders' kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. Starting from the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. From the gun, here's a handoff. He'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Offense up to the line fast. First down, and they go right back to it. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
I'm not kicking it forward.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Putting the tight end in motion. They give it to him again. And there wasn't much he could do there. A small gain to the 43. 2 yards on the pickup, and that leaves him with 3rd down and 3.
Nice start. Oh, fuck up.
From the gun, they're going to hand it off. And the defense was ready. They got him at the line. No yards on the play, and back-to-back stops forces a 4th and 3.
You want to see the term read and react to the little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
Fourth and 3, drive on the line. Throwing now. That's cut beyond the marker. It's a 13-yard pickup, and no worry at all on their side from being able to reach that marker on 4th down. That was impressive. Wary of the clock here, Brock, but at least all their timeouts are still available. It's 1st and 10.
I hit, bitch.
Handoff now from the gun. And he's brought down after a short gain. 3 yards on the 1st down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
I said Dak throw it out of bounds or what he did. Because he going to be open. See what he does.
He'll look to throw it. Hits his running back. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular. When the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Now to throw. He's got it near the 10. And he takes this down to the 10 before hitting the sideline. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first. Setting up to pass. He rolls to his right. And not quite a touchdown, but he's down to the 4 before going out.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Putting a receiver in motion. Handoff now out of the gun. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make third down easier to handle instead? Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here.
He square should be wide open.
Motioning the tight end now. Looking to throw it. Ooh, that looked like a pick for a second, but it hits the end zone grass.
Do that shit early as hell.
But now they've got 4th down.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
Whatever, bro. Let's get this
Still staying
game.
out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. Here he is to throw. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Emmanuel Forbes makes the play.
You know, Kate, one of the tenets of the West Coast system that I was fortunate to play in, touchdown to check down. Touchdown to check down. You get in the red zone, it's touchdown to check down.
That wasn't no
You
defense,
can't put the ball in
nigga.
harm's way. That's a brilliant job by the
That wasn't no
defense with their coverage.
That wasn't no
made the quarterback
defense,
into the
nigga.
throw, but you got to sail that one into the stands. Touchdown.
Dog, you seen him drop the pick.
Give an interception.
You seen him drop the pick. And then you seen him drop the pick.
Here as he goes to an E.
You seen him drop the pick. You seen him drop the pick.
Second counts. If you're gonna call
Bum.
a timeout, you want to be right next to that